Hey there, welcome to GemiiToys. Here we are once again with another collection tour this time. It's been a while and I have reorganized the collection, but this video will be followed by a collection tour update, which I'm planning to do soon, probably within the next month and a half, something like that. But first, remember to subscribe if you haven't already, so you don't miss out on any future content coming up on the channel. So I was mentioning, I'll have to do an update because I do have some pieces coming in and some accessories and stuff I'm gonna kind of share throughout this. But we're starting with Star Wars, and you gotta start Star Wars with Darth Vader and Darth Vader. Two Darth Vader figures. I usually don't have two of the same character, but that's Anakin and Darth Vader, same character but real different look. Love those two pieces. And here we have R2. When it comes to droids, definitely my favorite all-time Star Wars droid. And then coming down here, we do have Luke in the middle. We do have Grogu. I put him with Luke. Luke is currently training him, and this is kind of how I would imagine he looks while he's training him. And he does have like two bodyguards. Heavy Mando, it's a great bodyguard. But yeah, I do like this piece. Great weathering, very nice looking piece. And speaking of nice looking pieces, here we have OG Mando. Two great pieces with great weathering. If you want to see a little more detailed look, I do have reviews on both of those. And now we're gonna move on to some Marvel here. So, Marvel time. And of course, starting with my second favorite villain of all time. I don't know, Darkseid, him? Yeah, Darth Vader's my first, then maybe Thanos, then maybe Darkseid. We didn't see that much of Darkseid, that's why. But we're talking Marvel here, and it's Doctor Strange. I just saw No Way Home and really enjoyed it. So this is kind of my representation of No Way Home with my favorite Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire. So great to see him again. Great nostalgia. And continuing Marvel here, taking a look at the Mark 85. I do like this look for the Mark 85. I'm contemplating getting the Battle Damaged, but it's just so similar. And I'm really content with this piece, but eventually, I'm just not in a hurry. And here we have kind of a mix of what I consider the best of both worlds, which is Infinity War and Endgame Thor. Well, this is the Stormbreaker of Endgame and the head sculpt, but the rest is Infinity War. I did move on the Fat Thor. I didn't really go much for that. But I did get a head sculpt in that Stormbreaker, so that worked out great. And speaking of great, Captain America does have the die-cast shield from the Civil War version. So I'm just kind of, over time, just making these pieces the best for me, at least. So now we're checking out some DC, starting with the Joker's French Bulldog dressed up as Batman. It is 1/6 scale, so. And then I got this cowl from Batman Returns. I figured I need to represent Batman Returns somehow, so I got that cowl. I managed to find that. So it's a cool thing here is there's a lot of loose parts that I've been able to find on Yahoo Auction here in Japan, like the eBay, and such as this cowl, Thor's head sculpt and such. So if you wonder where I get the loose parts, that is it, here in Japan. We're taking a look at the Joker from The Dark Knight. And then we have behind him, out of focus. This is such a great piece. I love this piece. And as mentioned, yeah, Christian Bale, The Dark Knight. Behind him, so I got my two favorite Batmans and my two favorite Jokers, Michael Keaton and Christian Bale, Jack Nicholson and Heath Ledger. And then is a group, yeah, I know it's a little bit crowded, but I love it. It looks like a poster type of thing. I feel like my Justice League now is looking like a league. Starting here, showing the Flash. I did really enjoy Zack Snyder's Justice League, so this is my version of the League. I know he's a little bit out of place here, but it is Batfleck, so... And this is my favorite. The Nightmare Batman is my favorite. I'm not thinking to get any other Batfleck, but we'll have to see. So all we're missing is Cyborg here. Of course, we have Wonder Woman. Great looking piece. Her hair is always a pain to fiddle with and make it look nice, but other than that, love the piece once you get the hair looking right. And if we can get into focus here, we're looking at Aquaman. I had him in focus there a minute ago, but I just got this piece, and yes, this is the head sculpt of the solo Aquaman film. I managed to get the piece with that head sculpt, so that's how it was sold on one of the websites here that I frequent. So I managed to get myself a nice price for Aquaman with the solo movie head sculpt, and this is my custom Superman in the middle, customized with the Man of Steel head. And I'm going to get a head sculpt for that Superman, black Superman, with the hair in the right side, I want to say, the line of the hair. So we're taking a look here at some Back to the Future, Einstein and Marty McFly. Just got this not that long ago. Check out, I did tons of coverage on Back to the Future, Toy Sapiens, and reviewing that figure. So here we got some, yeah, it's basically some, I want to say 80s action going on here. 80s shelf. He's got his Jack Daniels. I like drinking Jack Daniels too. And Al Pacino, The Godfather, and then we have Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones, and as you saw, he does have the fertility idol between his legs, as it is fertility. Never mind. Yeah, so 80s and 90s, I want to say, shelves. Real nostalgia here. I did get to see the Bad Tour when I was a kid, and yeah, I mean, the King of Pop himself with his two bodyguards too. This was late 90s, 1999, I think. The first and best Matrix, the only one that really matters. The rest are, I don't know. Yeah. And then Terminator 2. I'm not gonna say the only one that matters, but definitely the last one that mattered. Matrix 2 and 3. That last one, I got real mixed feelings on that one. Some good concepts, but it was weird. And then on the bottom here we have some the mixes. Got this Gremlin. I got him recently. I just reviewed him. This Neca Gremlin looks great here. I think, at least. It's a great looking piece. And he's basically the alien's pet. This alien called Predator, which I love to call Alien because he is an alien. And then we do have the demigod, Perseus. Love this character, holding the Medusa head. Just love this combo. Maybe to you guys it doesn't make any sense, but to me, just Great. And then we have Viggo Mortensen looking very cockeyed. I know, it's the lighting. Trust me, in person, the lighting is making this guy really looking cockeyed. But no, believe me, under different normal lighting circumstances, it doesn't look this bad. But yeah, that looks pretty bad. Lord of the Rings, Aragorn, and Jack Sparrow. Still love this piece. I love the mixed media of the sculpted hair as well as rooted hair. Wish they would have done that with like Thor or Aquaman, but they didn't. So yeah, nice mix here. Love that shelf too, even though it's at the bottom. Most people's bottom shelves are their least favorite. I love all my shelves. I mean, I don't have that much, so I love all my pieces, that's for sure. As restricted as I am with space, gotta love every piece I welcome into my temple, I want to say, because it's such sacred space, limited. And of course, we got some video game action here before I get too sidetracked. Assassin's Creed. This is how Ezio, I think. This is usually how I see him because he's lower. I kind of like that one eye peeking out. And then he had Big Boss Snake in front of him. Didn't mention him. Gotta mention Metal Gear Solid 3. Snake and Jill Valentine from Resident Evil. And then my favorite Metal Gear. And my favorite Metal Gear character, which is Solid Snake. On the other side was his father, Big Boss. But yeah, this is... Unfortunately, Hot Toys never made a Solid Snake. All we got is... the boss or Big Boss. And here I'm trying to show you, yeah, I know, Assassin's Creed 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, Metal Gear Solid 4, and Biohazard 5, Resident Evil. Biohazard in Japan. Just kind of works out that way. I've showed it before, but just 2, 3, 4, 5. Works out nicely. So yeah, love these pieces. That Big Boss, of course, is custom. That's not how Hot Toys made the figure. I love customizing. Haven't done any customs lately. Last I did was that Black Superman. But speaking of customs, this is a movie I made somewhere in a galaxy far away 11 years ago. If I can get it to focus. This is a character called Combustion. And yeah, when I started collecting, I thought, I gotta make a figure on the figure on the a figure on the figure. No, a figure of the movie, a character I created. So, and then the character was in the movie driving that 350Z, and then I got Back to the Future DeLorean, and that's actually my license plate from my 350Z back in the day when I lived in LA. Percio, which is Perseus in Spanish. And then here we have some box art magnets and box art magnets of DC. So yeah, Marvel and DC box art magnets. I've showed those before. And yeah, that's the Hot Toys. And then we're gonna take a look at the dungeon here. Not really, it's just my closet. I just kind of displayed these guys in here. This has got full gore here. I customized this. Is horrible paint job on that full gore from Killer Instinct figure, and I painted him. And this is my old school He-Man figure back in the day. I do have Skeletor and He-Man, those retro play, recently released by Mattel. And what else we got here? Whiplash, Tongue Lasher, and Stinkor. And Darth Maul from back in the day, and G.I. Joe. Got, what is it? Storm? Yeah, Storm Shadow. And then speaking of G.I. Joe, I just recently, my parents sent me this. I just kind of wanted to have them back. And yeah, this is real nostalgia for me. I don't know if any of you guys know what this is, But yeah, this is Commander Cobra. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, this was his vehicle. Pretty sure, because that's how I had him for years. Since I was a kid. Real nostalgia here. I'm not sure what the name of the vehicle is, but man, these G.I. Joes were something else. The articulation on them was just, I mean, that pretty much set the bar for when it comes to articulation. I think it's a little bit loose in the waist area, but I'm surprised it's still holding up the rubber band. But I think I lost the tube and I just put a rubber band on there. It looks okay, but that tube, I wish I would have not lost it. But I remember I lost it when I was a kid. I replaced it with that rubber band painted black. So yeah, exiting the dungeon on up. Here we have some video games. My favorite: Nintendo, NES, Super Nintendo, and Neo Geo. Then the poster, Your Empire Needs You, Darth Vader. And here we have the Batmobile. Currently my only Hot Toys vehicle, but it will suffice for the moment. This is a great piece, and I do have it reviewed on the channel if you want to check it out. Yeah, fantastic piece. I'm so happy to have this. Believe it or not, I still haven't put Batman in the, I want to say in the canopy area. And then I do have some Dragon Ball full set of comic books, and I'm still collecting Dragon Ball Super. And I do have that Super Famicom game. So nostalgic of Dragon Ball. And speaking a little more of games, you're going to see this in a minute here. But first, this is my Kabuto. Some students of mine here in Japan were kind enough to give me this piece, and I love it. It's great. Authentic Kabuto from Japan. And speaking of Japan, Ninja Turtles. I don't know. Japanese wouldn't think they're so ninja, but go ninja, go ninja, go. Anyways, Shredder, yeah, it looks Japanese, and was played by a Japanese actor, Japanese American, I think. And here we have Raphael, my favorite turtle. Love this set with Shredder. Got my Neo Geo games in the back there. They're guarding them, guarding my expensive merchandise. And this is a 1/6 scale Neo Geo. I should have some figures holding like these cartridges or the Neo Geo system. Yeah, so that could be an accessory for a hot toy. And here we have the GemiiToys Iron Man Mark III. Great piece. Love the Mark III. Used to have the Hot Toys, but no longer. And Donatello. And Michelangelo. Being very Michelangelo. He should be holding some pizza though. So yeah, I love my four turtles. Leonardo is probably my second favorite, I want to say. Then Donatello, and then Michelangelo. And here we have, this is my custom Grogu with the fuzz on his head. Peeking there, and painted this a long time ago. Terry Bogard from Neo Geo. And Transformer, I don't know, I gotta review that at some point in the channel. And I do have a Mai Shiranui figure from Neo Geo that I'll be reviewing, adding that to the collection. Boba Fett should be coming soon. So glad Boba Fett was released. And yeah, then I'll be doing an update on the collection soon. So until then, that's gonna wrap it up. Hope you guys enjoyed this tour. And as I always say, subscribe, like, and comment. Enjoy the path of collecting, and I will catch you guys next time.